Here's how to play Rip-Off. Rip-Off's a game where each player is going to get a canvas, and behind each canvas, there's three secret words, and you have to make those three words for everybody else to guess. The thing is, you're not drawing them. You're taking the remaining portion of your canvas and ripping it up to make the words. You can rip, you can crumple, you can fold it, and you're going to make three creations of the words for each person to guess. So to set up the game, you're going to need to cut out one canvas per player, and you're not going to look at the backs. And again, you can cut the whole sheet out if you want, or just cut out each component as necessary. So let's say you're playing with three people. You're going to distribute one canvas to each player. So each player is going to take their canvas and they're going to crease and rip off this bottom section and keep it to themselves. They can look at the back, but no one else can see it. On the back of each section is the three words you have to make using the remainder of your paper. So you're going to be left with something like this after, and you have to use this single sheet of paper to make all three of those words in three separate creations. So each player will have taken their remaining sheet of paper and ripped it into three separate creations, one for each word, and they put them out in front of them. So you'll have your three here, other player will have their three, and the other player would have their three. You just can't rip the paper into letters to spell out the word. You have to make a depiction of each of the words. So once all players have their three depictions laid out in front of them, you're going to pick one player to be the presenter. The presenter is going to point to one of their creations, tell people what's the orientation. So I'd say that's the top and that's the bottom. And then the player to the left of the presenter is going to be the first guesser. And what that player can do is ask one yes or no question. And then after getting the answer, they can guess what they think this is. If that player is correct, they'll take the creation and move it in front of them. That's going to be worth 1 point at the end of the game. If they're incorrect, the next player gets to ask a new yes or no question, and then they guess the same creation. If they get it right, they take it. You go around the whole table so that every player has had a chance to ask a question unless one of the players got it correct and took the creation. In the event that no player guesses correctly after going all the way around the table, the person who made the creation is going to crumple it up into a ball and keep it in front of them. And that's going to be worth a -point at the end of the game. Once a correct guess is made, or all players guessed incorrectly, the next player to the left of the presenter becomes the new presenter. They pick one of theirs, and we go through the same process. The game's going to continue until all creations have been guessed correctly or been crumpled up. And at the end of the game, your score is the number of creations you guessed correctly minus the number of your own creations that you had to crumple up because nobody got right. And whoever has the high score wins.